Hello friends and welcome to Kidiology, all about kids. Today we'll discuss the usage of electronic devices by the children. So, how many electronic devices do the children use? Basically, TV, computers and smartphones. Do you notice the addiction of a child to an electronic device? Basically, when children start using these devices, we don't stop them, and that is where we go wrong. Experts say that a child below 12 years should not be exposed to the electronic devices. When I say electronic devices, it doesn't indicate just the cell phones or the smartphones. It includes TVs, computers and tablets as well. So how do you know if your child is addicted to an electronic device? There are basically three signs that your child is addicted to it. First of all, they cannot do their homework because they are not able to put down their device. Second, they socialize with their friends more with the device rather than socializing face to face. The third point, they don't sleep at all, or they sleep very less because they have to use the device all the time. Most of the interactions happen with the device rather than face to face. So it normally leads to lack of communication. According to a national study in the United States of America, it has been found that 1 in every 8 children gets addicted to the electronic devices. American Academy of Pediatrics, they have already done a survey of children having ADHD, the attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. In the early 1990s, there were only 5% of the kids who were affected by this ADHD. But in the last 2 decades, that number has increased to 11% of the total population. It is somehow related to the use of the technology, the use of these electronic devices. Can we take that risk for our children too? Do our children deserve that? No. So let me tell you some adverse effects of these electronic devices. Overuse of electronic devices can lead to aggression. The child may become aggressive. There may be developmental delays in the terms of speech and language because children usually interact through the device or with the device, and they have lack of communication face to face with others. Thirdly, when a child uses the electronic devices, they usually sit or lie down. So the sedentary lifestyle of the children may lead to obesity. And fourth, they lack the critical thinking capacity. It means if you give them some mental task to perform, they cannot think critically, because critical thinking is the most necessary things when we need to solve problems in our day-to-day lives. Even if we play cricket or play soccer or play some games, we need some critical thinking. The American Academy of Pediatrics has given a time limit so that we can set the time limit and stick to them. Children below 6 years should not be using cell phones, gadgets or any other electronic devices more than 1 hour. However, children above the age 6 can use them maximum for 2 hours. Let me tell you that our brain has 2 hemispheres, right hemisphere and left hemisphere. There is a thin layer of neural tissues that is called cerebral cortex that covers our hemispheres. The radiation emanating from these electronic devices most of the time interferes with the signals of our cerebral cortex. So it affects a child's thinking capacity, their memory. So how do we stop our children from using it, or rather overusing it? There are 3 basic ways to stop your child from overusing these gadgets. Number 1, spend some quality time with them. Go out, play with them. Number 2, Engage them in physical activities rather than sitting idle and playing on an electronic device. Number 3, give them some mental tasks to perform like riddles or a drawing, but ask them to do it on pen and paper rather than a computer or a tablet or a smartphone. Remember friends, the best gift we can give to our children is our time. The more you spend time with them, the closer they get to you. That is all from me now. We'll meet you next time with a new Kidiology. Thank you all. Best of luck.